It's liquidation day. The bloodbath continues? Or is this the end of it?
This is Healthy Minds giving you bites and pieces of crypto news.
Subukan natin na interpret what just happened in the market. Will the bloodbath continues? For us in crypto market, we know that this is just a weekend and it's Sunday. At alam natin na unlike the traditional market, cryptocurrency runs 24/7. And during weekends, this is the most volatile most of the time for the past history since institutions and big markets normally are in their break.
Let's try to have this quick run up and check what happened for today in the coin market cap. As you can see, we're now back below the 2 trillion, and for the next 24 hours volume, we almost reached the $300 billion. So on the number one spot, of course, we still have here Bitcoin down by almost 10% for the last 24 hours, and we're running at the 54,900, almost 55,000. And we are hoping that this support will hold to keep up the bulls running. But are we going to see the $48,000 as the next support? Meanwhile, Ethereum is down by 12.57%, running at 2,100 plus. Binance at $454, almost down by 13%. XRP almost down by 19% at 1.3. But basically, if you're going to check the rest of the altcoins, though it's a blood bath day to day, they are still green on the spot, holding strong with their supports. This, for me, it's still like it's a bull run and it's a 24/7 industry. The market could be easily be moved. It's just a almost 12-year-old Bitcoin market. So somehow it's still very young, and during this weekends, as we said, you could easily move the market. But what are the sentiments and what exactly caused this for us to be able to see what is the psychology behind this? Well, first, let's try to check the CME futures, and from here we could actually clearly see there is a gap on this area around the 59,500. So definitely we able to fill this gap. And then we also have another gap here around 55,000 down to 54,400. So seems like if you're going to check on what happened on BEC, we went down here in Binance. It's around 50,900. So it almost touched also my buying zone at this 48,000 plus, but still in the CME futures, we could see that these two gaps during the last 2 weeks has been filled already for today. And tomorrow, definitely it will show on how that the market moved. Other things that we are looking is the Bitcoin dominance. If you're going to check the weekly, we are still on the downtrend, making things strong for the alts. But definitely, since we see here this support area, we are expecting this already to have a bounce. So that's exactly what happened for today. It seems it's very timely, though some are actually calling this as a black swan event. But just like what we said, it's just a weekend. It's another weekend for Bitcoin, and during weekends you could easily move the market. And as expected, that what happened for today. Meanwhile, on the DXY or the dollar index in comparison to Bitcoin, during the last week, we could see here that the dollar is still on the downward movement, while Bitcoin is still pushing upward. But checking the other market and commodities like the gold, seems like now both gold and Bitcoins are aligned and on track of going to upward. Though, as we said, right now, we have a bit of correction with Bitcoin. Meanwhile, comparing Bitcoin to the traditional market like S&P, as we all know, this is the stock market in US. It seems like we are still forming a upward trend, though showing as a rising wedge, indicating that this could be a bearish indicator that might cause the market to moves down. And if we're going to check the other indicators in the market, you could clearly see here, let's say we check the daily, that there is already a bearish diversion on the charts. From here, we could clearly see this RSI going to the downward movement while the price of Bitcoin continues to move up. Other indicators here is we touch the 55 SMA as a support for the daily time frame, and looks like it's holding. It might cause now for this to have a bounce back to the upward, though the downward movement might still occur. And as I said, my buy zone might be triggered during this time, but let's see what will happen on the next few, or especially Monday is coming. That's it for today. If you have anything that you would like to talk about, especially altcoins, feel free to give your comments down below, and let's try to discuss and talk about this altcoins. Perhaps we could even do some chart analysis. And feel free to visit our channel. Thank you for staying. Keep safe, everyone. Ciao.
This is Healthy Minds reminding you that we're not financial advisor, so always do your own diligence.